What's up, Eric? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, man. Um, lead barb's pretty decent. I need to grind a little gear. I'll show you in a second. I kind of want to look through these patch notes. Apparently, they just came out. I haven't had a chance to look at them yet, so I wanted to go through the 111 patch notes for D4. And then we'll continue on. Where did I have them? I had them somewhere. I opened them up, and that's as far as I got. There we go. Yeah, we're not all the way bailed out, but we're getting close. This is going to determine these patch notes that just came out. Is going to determine how much more I play D4. Because they nuked so much stuff that I don't know. Yeah, Eric, I'm. No, Jeb. I have not looked at them. I'm half afraid to scroll down. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, let's do it. This is supposed to be what goes live next week. Made quite a few balance changes. Yeah, we know. We have to prove the effectiveness of Sorks and Barbs. Late game survivability, most through the Paragon board. Yeah, Eric, they 100% are. See, this right here is not how you improve survivability. This first statement for the Sork tells me this is going in the wrong direction. Because on the Paragon board, instead of having to pick things just to improve like your overall damage or whatever for your character, now you have to forego damage to pick survivability. This is not how this should work. It should be latent improvements within stats that the character already has to improve survivability versus making you pick more survivability stats on the Paragon board. Because to pick a survivability stat means you have to pick you have to lose something that you might have picked before. Like this is not necessarily a good direction. That first statement's not how the survivability for the Sork should be had. And I get you have to have a balance of picking survivability and damage, but just rearranging the Paragon board so that you just have to pick more survivability. I don't know. I don't know the details of that. Maybe it'll work, but I don't think that's a good direction. Yeah, Eric. I mean that's not great. Adjust some class mechanics to move away from kiss curse effects. This is where the player gains power but loses power somewhere else. Okay, that's pretty vague. Maybe we'll see it down here. There's like the class stuff. Barbarians speed up flow of combat in early game by increasing fury generation. I moved fine through the early game. And then they're increasing power through uniques. Strengthen builds that aren't reaching a high power level. Diversify the use cases for legendary items and other effects that are overly situational. Okay. I'm only going to look at the barbarian stuff right now. These just came out, so if you want to look at like what might pertain to a class you might be playing, I'm only curious about what they're going to do for the barbarian. We knew about the fury generation increases. Double swing, rupture, charge, mighty charge, and upheaval changes. They went over that last week. Damage reduction increased from 3 to 4%. Holy crap. Jesus. Gushing wounds, bleed damage increased from 100 to 115. I don't know if bleeds builds are still going to be it, though. Yeah, the patch just came out, Bob. Not good so far. Bleed damage when overpowered. Okay, they mentioned that one. Berserking damage bonus increased 25 to 35. Update tooltip to clearly reflect key passive walking arsenal. See, the problem with the walking arsenal is having to do the 3 weapon switches. That's tough. Bonus damage duration increased from 4 to bonus damage. Okay, oh, from walking arsenal. Legendaries. Okay, Ancestral Force damage increased 32 to 50. I don't remember which one that was. Death Wish Thorns increase. Okay. Aspect of Unrelenting Fury. Core skill cost refunded. Ancestral Charge. That's a big bump, but I tried this. It was very underwhelming. I don't know if this is going to make charge still usable. So far, not really, Bobbio. Burning Rage. I don't remember what that is. Aspect of Bulkath. Damage reduction while an earthquake increased. Damage bonus increased. See, that earthquake damage, it didn't seem to scale well. I did it early, but like mid-50s, it was pretty underwhelming. I don't know if this much more damage is really that good. Yeah, they did this thing, like here we go. Field of Crimson. I don't know what that is. Damage increased. Damage that enemies standing in a pool increased. Rupture cooldown replaced with crit. Yeah, that's still not that good. Hellhammer. This was the one with the upheaval burn, which they increased by a second. And they increased damage by a little bit. And they changed it to crit strike damage. I don't know. I don't see anything. I think these are all still the same changes from the fireside chat. Physical damage affix replaced with vulnerable damage. What was that? Oh, that was that one-handed sword. This is the one-handed sword. These are terrible boots. Attack, reduce evades, cooldown, affix replaced with bonus evade charges. Yeah, that was okay. I always like the evade charges over that cooldown reduction. Damage against stunned replaced with bonus movement. These are these crappy boots. I don't think they're that much better. I don't remember what Battle Trance was. Is that the amulet? I think this is an amulet. Base skill damage affix replaced with cooldown reduction. That's a good change. Because basic skills, like, that's not like out of your bucket of damage that you put out. That's basically like lunging strike or whatever. So that basic skill damage was like a negligible stat. Replacing with CDR or cooldown reduction is nice. Bonus attack speed to other skills increased. That's a pretty big bump. This amulet might become decent. So this, in a nutshell, is how they're making the barbarians better. Yeah. This This somehow is supposed to make barbarians better. Because based off what they said here, add late game excitement by increasing the power of unique items. That's how they made the barbarian better. This. This has made the barbarian better. That's absolute trash. Yeah, I don't know how these five weapon unique or five unique item changes makes the barbarian scale at late game. The amulet's pretty decent. The attack speed bonus up to 35 to 45 is actually pretty nice. And the cooldown reduction versus basic skill damage, that's really nice. But that's literally it. I'm thinking this barbarian just took 5th place by itself. Because I have a feeling the Sork stuff's probably better. Alright, now we got to see if the Sork actually got good bumps. Because this is Barbarian in a nutshell. I think they just took last place. I think they're like solo holding last place. We did get another percent DR from aggressive resistance. Yeah, I did too, Eric. I did see that. I don't know, guys. Because pretty much everybody plays Lunging Strike. So we get an extra 2 Fury per hit. Yeah. Let's look at Sork. I feel like Barbarian's in dead last now. Let's see what Sork got. Yeah, but I felt like the early game was still pretty smooth. I wasn't having any issues in that. I was more concerned with the late game stuff, mainly with this my character was already starting to feel more squishy into the 40s, and now I feel like you get a tiny bit more DR, but then you're relying on finding uniques to supposedly push you through late game, and I don't know. Alright, so we knew about all these were mainly they were staying away from cold. It's like all fire and lightning buffs. I don't know enough about these passives. This all looks like fire based again. I don't know what Virus Mastery is. I'm willing to bet this like fire and lightning related or something. Combustion's obviously fire. Fire. I think this is lightning. Yeah, that's lightning. I don't know what warding. It looks like fire is going to be fire or lightning. I don't know if it catches up with cold. Yeah, fire. Lightning resists resilience. Okay. That's a lot more. Look at look look at the legendary changes for the Sork versus the Barbarian. This is the barbarian. This literally, this is it for the barbarian. Oops. You can only have one open at a time. Cool. And that's it for the Sork. Look at it. It's literally scrolls. It's like three times as many changes. Okay. They only changed one unique thing though, because the 5 unique changes to the barb items makes the barb stronger. Monster density, they did talk about that, which they needed. The density was kind of an issue. Level 35 higher boss monsters now have 100% chance to drop. Yeah, they did say that. Treasure Goblin, that should be 100% chance. Yeah, guaranteed. Legions are more rewarding. Okay, general, we have made multiple improvements on how damage and other effects interact with active barriers. Bonus damage or bonus effects that are applied on hit when dealing damage will now apply the same effect through barriers. The exploit Paragon glyph will now apply vulnerable to enemies that have an active barrier. Okay, so they made that. I think that was the one that everybody pretty much had to take. This also affects PvP, blah, 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 malignant hearts. They made one change from malignant generic unique items. Temerity. All stats if applied. Yeah, that I don't know. Might be a little more. I didn't think temerity was that good to begin with. Bug fixes. I don't care. Gameplay. Barbarian fixed an issue where charge didn't carry all enemies hit along with the barb. Yeah, I noticed that when I was trying to charge. A lot of times you would just literally go right through the mobs. Fix an issue where lunging strike could cause the player to get stuck under the ground. That actually didn't happen to me. Where bonus critical strike chance granted by the focused rage malignant power could be consumed. Okay, whatever. Look at all the... These are all bug fixes. Bug fixes. So, alright. I don't know. I will test it next week when it goes live, but I think they missed the mark on the barb changes. Let's look at Necro. Wait, they didn't change anything on the Necro? Oh, there it is. Limited, but I mean that wasn't the focus, right? Not a ton. But I think Necro's in a good place. This makes me sad. This makes it look like a whole lot more, but that's not really. One extra point of DR. That's kind of whatever. I don't think that many people are using Walking Arsenal. I'd have to look. I don't remember a lot of these names of the aspects. I don't think that's going to make it any better. I thought they were going to affect the whirlwinds too, or not the dust devils. I thought the dust devils, or was that in the original patch? Maybe the dust devil stuff was already addressed. DR in earthquake. It's pretty big. Because there's 2 ways to generate earthquakes through aspects. I think there was a leap one. There was another one. There was leap to earthquake. And there was one other one. There's two ways to generate earthquakes. You could actually have, oh, I think it was ground stomp. So that might not be that good. Leap had one where you landed, you would put an earthquake. And I think the other one was an earthquake when you ground stomped. Which I try to use. It's a decent skill. But I think it's another one that kind of falls off late game. Even like mid game. I think I switched off of it like around 40. Maybe we'll become elite barb in in D4 and try it. Because there is some cool aspects with leap. Like I think there's like a reducing the cooldown reduction on leap was an aspect, and then the earthquake one. I just don't know how viable that is. I tried using this Fields of Crimson. It's pretty mediocre. I don't know if this bonus crit damage makes that much of a difference. Because if I'm not mistaken, crit damage doesn't affect bleeds, right? And the rupture is going to be built around bleed attacks. And I'm pretty sure crit damage doesn't affect bleeds. Yeah, I think I'd almost rather have the cooldown reduction. The pools didn't actually tick for that much. 15 to 20 is not going to be that much more damage. Yeah, I don't know. So Hellhammer requires an upheaval build, which nobody's running. So I don't know if that would work that well. I don't see late game upheaval builds. Maybe it's trying to push people that way. This vulnerable damage is a decent one. This because Ramaladni, that was mainly a stat stick. I don't remember the other stats on 100,000 step boots. I found like 50 pair of these. This is a good change because I never cared for the cooldown affix. I liked the extra charges. Movement speed over stunned is good, but I don't know if the other stats on these boots make them that good. Let's see. Maybe we can find it. Let's see. D4, 100,000 step boots. Alright, so let's look at this. This is the current boots. So we keep the dex, which sucks. Damage with skills that swap to new weapons. So like if you're lunging strike, which is normally, it was using like the two-handed slashing, then you switch to your hammer for like Hammer of the Ancients or even like upheaval or something. Then you get a bump damage there. Damage to stunned got replaced with movement and then ground stomp. These are still horrible. And the unique's based around walking arsenal and ground stomp. Nobody's using that in late game. I guess maybe if you try and paired the earthquake stuff from ground stomp and leap. Because I don't know. I don't think those skills are good enough to overtake like Whirlwind and Hammer of the Ancients. So these boots pretty much, if you're not, I mean, that's a lost stat here if you're not running ground stomp. The aspect's worthless if you're not running ground stomp. And you have to be running walking arsenal. This forces you into some really janky stuff. These aren't going to be, that change right there by itself makes that worthless. And it's plus dex instead of strength, which is a little bit of crit. That's about it. That's bad. All right. That's not a good change. That makes these worthless. So far, upheaval build, you could do this is maybe a little better. I think I'm right about the crit strike damage on bleeds doesn't actually apply. And rupture's kind of based around a bleed build. I don't think that's going to work either. So maybe right now, maybe Hellhammer, Ramallah, the magnum opus, as a stat stick. Boots suck. I want to say Battle Trance is the amulet. I think this is good. Yeah, it's the amulet. So this basic skill damage got changed to what was it, cooldown? Yeah. Basic skill damage got changed to cooldowns. That's good. That's a good change. Well, this requires frenzy. This is a frenzy amulet. Never mind. I don't think anybody's running frenzy as a build either. I guess you could try it. You pair that with the one-hander, because this is a one-hander. This ain't it, boys. This is not it for the barbarian. Yeah. Barbarian's dead for season 1. I'm not seeing it. This requires a frenzy build. This requires a rupture build. This requires an upheaval build. And this requires something using ground stomp. So 1, 2, 3, 4 items out of the 5 are pigeonholed into subpar builds, I think. Which is unfortunate. I mean, it'd be cool if these builds were more viable, but I don't think they are. So what they're saying about making the barbs viable late game, right here, late game excitement by increasing the power of unique items, doesn't work. So basically we get more fury generation. That's what we're ending up with here. I have to dive into these aspects. Yeah, no, I get that, Bob, but basically it's That's how it is in game right now. So you could either play these other builds. I mean, you still take advantage of the vulnerable the way it works right now, but these other builds are weaker. Or you play the meta build and you're still dealing with the same thing where you get the bumps from the vulnerable damage. It's just, oh my god. I don't know. I'm not. I think season one's like kind of dead. I'll try it next week, just see what it feels like. Maybe I'll do. Well, I don't have those items, so it don't matter. I could test them on my level 100, see what they feel like. I don't know though. These. So basically, to play the barb on their logic, late game, you have to find the uniques based off this logic. You get early game Fury generation, which is fine. That's actually not a bad change. I don't know how resource starved other build or other classes get. I'm assuming probably early game the resource starvation is probably across the board kind of rough. I mean, but it should be that way early game anyways. And the extra fury probably helps. But from there, we jump to you have to have one of these 5 uniques, which are not good, to somehow add late game excitement. No, I'm not. No, it's not promised. It's horrible, Jib. I'm trying to understand their logic. Yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it at all. This is bad. I think the Sork probably has a clean 4th place right now. The Barbarian is like trailing like dead last, like way back now. I don't think this helped. This helps early game, for sure. You'll be able to go a little quicker now with the extra fury generation. This is dead in the water. The only saving grace is maybe if I miss something here. 2 of these are based around earthquake though. So again, this is built around either ground stomp or leap. So that's kind of whatever. I don't remember aspect of ancestral force. Let's see if we can look it up. Aspect ancestral force. There's not, at least for the barb, there's not. So that's okay. So this is the one. Yeah, this is the big one for Hammer the Ancients. This is a must-have for Hammer the Ancients. That's the one with the AOE effect for Hammer. And what'd we get? So they bumped the damage on it by 8%, which is okay. So maybe they brought Hammer a little more extra damage here. Death Wish, don't care, and it's Thorns, so don't care. Unrelenting Fury. Let's look this one up. Why is it doing that? Well, I'm having such a hard time with that. Alright, the Unrelenting Fury one. Kill him with a core skill, refunds space fury costs. So core would be, again, this would be Hammer. Hammer the Ancients. So, or Whirlwind. Or whatever, core damage. Core skill. So the refunds, a big increase in so we get some fury back. Maybe Hammer won't be too bad now. Looking at the aspects. Okay. So this one affects hammer. This one affects hammer. Actually, this one's across the board. So technically, like with upheaval, if you decide to try and somehow make that work with Hellhammer. Ancestral charge, I think it needs to double. Charge is so bad. Burning rage, what's this one? While berserking, you deal fire damage. Yeah, nobody uses that one. And then we got the 2 earthquake ones. Okay, so basically, hammer might be still decent because you get a pretty decent bump with the AoE effect from Hammer of the Ancients here. And this course refund of rage and also works on bosses. This makes this a little better. So I don't know. These unique changes are all worthless. None of these are good. I thought this amulet one would be good, but this one has plus frenzy on it. So, I mean, it's a wasted slot at that time. Alright, I don't know enough about the other classes to speak intelligently about that. I feel like I do know my barb. I think barb is dead last place now. Yeah, I don't even think it's close. I'll try it next week. I think the patch goes out Tuesday, so maybe I'll play around with it a little bit and see what the patch feels like. Because I'm running hammer right now, and I think I already have the aspect for this one, the ancestral force one. I think I already found that. I think I found this one as well, the refund. But based off of if you're running hammer or whirlwind, none of these unique changes affect you. Because outside, maybe you could have this as a stat stick for the because this is a one-handed sword. These boots suck. These changes aren't that good. So yeah, that you have to run ground stomp to utilize the aspect on that. Yeah, and like if you had these uniques, you don't get these changes unless it was an aspect change. So yeah, even if I had them, I'd have to refind them. So even if you found these uniques, they said they won't be retroactive changes. They would only be on the new ones, unless it was a change to the aspect itself, which would be none of these. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, none of these affect aspect. So you'd have to refine them all. And I don't know if you have to refine the actual legendary aspects. No. Never mind. The aspects is where they would apply changes regardless. All right. Well, that's it for that. I don't know. That's not it. You guys can look and see if you're playing a different class. I'm not going to try and speak on other classes whether the changes are good. I mean, the density change was good. They needed to do that. The guaranteed unique or legendary stuff, that needed to happen. Everything else is kind of whatever. I feel like with temerity, like these are good changes to temerity, but I feel like some of the other, I didn't care because like one of them is something to do with potions. One of the stats. There was a couple of things here that pushed me away from using temerity. Yeah, Eric, it probably looked good on paper. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna run. I got to clear my head. Let's run the Sork for some items for a little bit, and we'll switch to the barb. I got the barb in hell difficulty already. And I found a. I was trying to find like a base for making obedience. And then I ended up finding another Tal armor and a Mal rune, like in one run. So at least maybe my RNG is being rewarded for coming back. Some laying the hands. I don't know if I need those for my... Should I be using laying of hands? Because this is attack speed. I don't think it matters on the leap build. Maybe that 350% damage applies? Fires. We'll hold on to them just in case. I don't... Yeah, we got some fire res off of them. And I'm just using some rare gloves right now. Ooh, they're ethereal. And replenish quantity. Too bad they suck. If that had rolled pretty high, if that had rolled like high ED, that actually wouldn't have been bad. I mean, the attack speed's not great, but got E-rep on it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I already got, my barb is 55? I think 55 now. I was trying to play around with him with an Act 3 Merc. The problem with the Act 3 Merc, outside of it being really horrible, when you're doing leap, your Merc tends to try and run to where you are instead of sitting still and fighting. So I feel like the Act 5 Merc might be my better choice. Or 2, but I just want to play a different Merc. I was trying to get the Act 3 Merc, and yeah, that ain't working. All he does is run around trying to follow me and getting smacked the whole time he's running. Steel Wrens, actually. Yeah, that might not be bad either. But I think the 350% damage to demons, I think that applies to leap. So I found another Tal armor. But I did up the the hell? What was the mace I was using? What the? For some reason I have steel driver stuck in my head, and it's not that. But I upped it, and it's actually, it was kind of cool because, like, it's level 24, and when it upped it, it only went up to level 3. Yeah, bone snap. Or not level 3. It went up to level 30. The damage almost doubled, and the strength requirements didn't go up that much either. I did look, like, going up to the elite version, the strength requirements goes through the roof. But for exceptional, it's really viable. Like, the strength requirement was still only like 120 something. Damage doubled, and the level requirement went from 24 to 30, which is like nothing. I mean, I'm at 55 still using it. But I think at this point, I think I need to go with obedience, because I can't. I think bone snaps, it's like hitting its cap on usability. I think my damage should be scaling a little more now. But upping it to elite is going to push its strength requirements to like 220, and that's just, I can't use it at that point. So I need to find a 5-socket. Oops. A 5-socket. I don't know if I'm high enough for war pike, but at least the lance. Mid-50s. It might be. I know I'm pretty close. But I wasn't sure. I hadn't looked it up. Because, yeah, I'm like 55 now. Maybe I'll try and trade for one. If there's any D2 trading even going on. I think there's still a decent amount of people still in this season. That's true. I mean, I don't have to have the war pike. It just has to be an elite base. Which is kind of funny, right? We'd get the 5-socket bases before, and I'd just like chunk on the side. Now it's like I'm looking for a 5-socket. I guess technically I could try and roll a white one if I see a white one. But it's been kind of fun. I hadn't done any runs like this in a while, and I was actually getting some decent drops on stuff. I found, I hung on to them. What was it? Oh, I found a 196 T-strokes plus 4s, which are kind of whatever, but it was kind of a cool drop.
Stay a while and listen.
Then again, I found a Tau armor, which I don't think I found the one I got on my sword right now. I think I traded for it or something.
I can't carry anymore.
I did have a pair of 44 war traps that I stuck on the barb. He's actually got decent magic find because he's rocking Scolders. Oh, look at Superior Berserker. That's ethereal.
Thanks.
Gotta clear things out a bit. Why is he way back here? Eric, there was we had talked about that when I first made my Horker. All right, ethereal. It is not, and it's one side. That's disappointing. It's cool to see those. I think it was somebody that was rocking. They rock Tal armor on their barb all the way through on their Horker as well. I mean, it's definitely not a horrible armor to use for that. Yeah, it's good magic mine. And now I have one. What's the level requirement on it? 71. We'll probably slap it on the barb. I'm not with Elite Barb. I'm not going to bother with trying to get into Enigma anyways. So I might test that out. We got one anyway. I've got an extra one anyway, so might as well, right?
Even death can save you from me.
Interesting. That would be kind of cool to try out. Ooh, some tri-res with crappy res. The highest on poison's kind of disappointing. Yeah. Oh wait, it's gonna look. Wow, we'll run this. We'll switch to the barb after this. He's starting to feel kind of squishy though. I probably need to upgrade some stuff.
Thanks. Thanks.
What's up, Jerry? What's going on with you, man? Just about level. Maybe run some cows. I need to find a base. Some guy, I only have, I only went through the barb stuff and it was atrociously bad. Going to Michigan. String of ears. Yeah, the DR would be nice. I'm running a junky belt right now. Hold on. I'm 57. So this is my setup right now. We upped Bone Snap to War Club. So damage is pretty decent. Probably teens, Jerry. Be perfectly honest, man. Younger kids, way more of an obligation. Even like early teens, we get away with it. Over 10 at least. Alright, this is probably, this might be Biss, be honest. We're just running a Scolders now. We could replace that. I threw an eye on early on for the, oh wait, I got High Lords. Oh wait, still not high enough. Still, and the IAS is not going to help me. We'll replace the gloves. Oh, I thought these were lower level. 63 on laying of hands. Rings are junk. Actually, I could put a Raven Frost on now. High level Raven Frost. We'll put that there. Definitely could go strings, dungos, something here. I got some Travs. The weapons where I think I'm hurting because like my damage is starting to feel a little weak now. I hear you, Jerry. Going to Renaissance? What's that? Oh, Renaissance Fair. I went to a couple of those. They're actually kind of, they're nerdy, but they're kind of fun. We went there. There was one when we lived it down in Wilmington. There was always one like really close by. I think we went twice. We didn't do the dress up stuff. We just went to check it out. But man, there were some people LARPing in those. Holy jeez. Day drinking. I hear you, man. Get you some mead. Mead is actually not bad. We went to a place in the mountains that specialized in different varieties of mead, and we just sat there and like taste tested like half a dozen, eight different ones, and they were probably half of them were like really good. Yeah, Jerry, it's about the people watching, right? Because the guys are the folks that are LARPing. Man, they get into it. It is funny to watch. So we need an ethereal base to switch this up. Upgrading this again will put this out of reach. That's really cool. The one I went to was nowhere near that big. So like Bone Snap's nearing its end. We need to go find a base. Make an obedience. That'll really jump us up. I don't know if they'll do it like the Renaissance fairs. There's a thing where these guys go in with like the weapons and like heavy armor and actually smack the crap out of each other. I've seen like competitions for that. But I don't think that it would be cool if they did it at like a Renaissance fair. Because these guys put on like just really, I mean, true metal armor, really heavy stuff. And they'll actually use like clubs and axes and crap and swing that. They just try and kill each other. And these are not like staged fights. These people are literally smacking the mess at each other. I don't know if I'm high enough, Jerry. I think Breath of the Dying would be pretty cool. I think my end goal with this guy would be like Breath of the Dying Warpike with like that crazy high-end damage. But I don't think he's high enough to use one yet. That's 57 right now. I was going to try and make an obedience in level. I'm going to do a couple of cow runs. I think Archon would still be, like, level requirements would still be too high. I'd try it if it was,
Hail to you, champion.
if we thought I'd hit the level requirements for it. I think I'm going to be too low for it, though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I would go for that experience, actually. Just check all that stuff. I love going to that kind of stuff. Not necessarily like just the candy store, but just like shops like that in general, kind of cool. The candy store would probably kill me, but
Good day.
Greetings.
oh, that's cool. I'm assuming you're going to make a trip out of it. Wait, I just picked up on that. You made a Breath of the Dying in an Archon staff? What the hell? Ah, gotcha. I can see that. 69. Yeah. Well, I'll go with my original plan. I'll try and get a staff and see if we can make a obedience. I think we're going to be borderline on the level requirement, though, for an elite staff or elite polearm. Maybe not. It's a man catcher. I don't know about that one. Yeah, the turkey leg's just a meme. They're actually not that good. It's just for the look, the appearance sake. Your little bit of role playing going on with the walking around with the turkey leg.
I am overburdened.
I think this this Thanksgiving I might I think I'm gonna live stream frying my turkey. I think that'd be actually kind of cool.
I am overburdened.
Jeb, man, I think I could change your mind on that one. People doubt my turkey until they try it, and it's just it's amazing, dude. It beats chicken. Like we used to be the same way before I started frying turkey. My wife would actually just bake a chicken versus trying to bake a turkey because turkey just never turned out that great. But my fried turkey, that's on a different planet. I would have agreed with you before I started frying turkeys. Because I wasn't a fan of turkey, just like baked turkey. I just wasn't a fan of it. I didn't think it was that good. But yeah, with a well-injected and cooked fried turkey is just it's hard to beat, dude. The last Thanksgiving where I was working at that office before I left, I fried
I
2
am
turkeys for
overburdened.
the Thanksgiving party. Dude, they got picked clean. There was literally nothing but bones left. Smoked, I would put smoked up there with the fried turkeys. I still like, from what I've had so far, I still preferred my fried one. But I know some guys that say that their smoked turkey would like destroy me in a competition. So we haven't set it up yet, but I'm going to
I
take
can't
them up
carry
on that
anymore.
one. One of my buddies, the one of the guys that's working on the game with me, he smokes turkey, and he said that there's no way my fried turkey's better. So we're probably going to have some sort of competition at some point. We don't actually do a stuffing. We do a dressing. Well, when I say that, my wife does a dressing. And she makes an oyster dressing that, yeah, you'll smack your mama having that.
I can't carry anymore.
A stuffing's usually made on the side with like parts of the innards of the turkey or whatever. It's not actually like the stuffing's literally that. It's stuffed into the turkey and cooked with the turkey. Because my mother used to actually do a stuffing, and you would stuff the turkey and bake it that way. The dressing's usually cooked on the side. But dude, my wife's oyster dressing, whoo, son. Let me tell you. Somebody made a seasoning called Smack Your Mama. Oh, dude, don't get me wrong. Yeah, like I said, man, uh, the oyster dressing my wife makes is sought after. Put it that way. That's kind of funny that somebody actually made it and called it that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my guy up on the little his smoked turkey versus my fried. I'm honestly not seeing it, but maybe maybe his smoked turkey's that good. Of course, he hadn't had my fried turkey either, so I don't think he knows what he's in for as well.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Smack your daddy barbecue rub. That's funny. I gotta find some of these and try them. I'd have to try that one just for the hell of it. That's funny, man. Smack your daddy barbecue rub. How fitting is that? That's interesting. A cranberry juice and chicken broth? That sounds so weird. I mean, if it works, it works. It just off, out of the gate, it sounds kind of weird. Yeah, these days probably, Eric. And my injection's not even that. It's like super simple. Like I literally just take like Italian dressing and strain it and get all the seeds and everything out of it. All the extra stuff that's in Italian dressing, and inject that. But then I take what I strained out and mix it into a rub. I like make a rub from what I strained out of the Italian dressing, and add a bunch of spices and like salt and stuff to that, and use that as the rub. The key is to do that at least 24 hours in advance and let that sit. You got to let that injection sit for at least 24 hours. Yeah, I could. I hadn't even priced. I'd imagine it. I think last time I looked at like it's just steaks were like crazy expensive. Basically some guy, but the injection is the important part as well. But I mean, it's not. I'm half. It's been so good that I don't want to try a different one and make something different that don't turn out as good. But I need to. I kind of was leaning towards. I want to come up with some sort of Cajun version of the fried turkey. I don't know what I'd use for the inject though. But because you can come up with a Cajun type of rub pretty easy, but I don't know what I would use for the injection part of that if I went like a Cajun direction with it. Creole sin injection. I'll have to look it up. Jim. Oh man. But there's so many directions to take that stuff. It's just so good. Oh, it actually makes an injection? That's interesting. Do another cow run. Where are you at? Can't get away, Rakinishu. What's the Great Marsh? Blah. Just don't do it next to any house. It's nowhere near as bad nowadays. I mean, they pretty much perfectly measure the oil. You can't screw up a turkey fry now. You could back in the day. But, pretty tough to do nowadays. I did see a video yesterday of a guy that dry aged a I don't even know what it was. I don't think it was some cut of beef he dry aged, but he dry aged it for like 300 days. Let me tell you, it did not work. That was the nastiest cut of meat. He even tried it. He got sick afterwards, but he tried it.
Yes?
I mean, and the dry aging stuff's legit, but that long? Yeah, no, you're just asking for trouble. I mean, he didn't dry age it that long on purpose. He's just one of those guys that does a lot of the dry age cooking and like smoking and all that stuff. And he had left a cut of meat in the whatever you aged it in for that long, not realizing he had, so he tried it. That was a mistake. You know, I didn't even think about it. I guess those guys that were looking into the whole cow level stuff that supposedly they thought might come out with the ladder, I guess that didn't happen. I feel like Bobby O is practiced in the arts of smoking.
I can't carry anymore.
It's a war. It's a war spike. Damn it. Smoking is definitely an art. My dad was just getting into it with,
I am overburdened.
he had done 2 briskets. The first one was like superb. Like the first brisket he did was like amazing. The second one didn't go as well. But the first one, and we know the problem with the second one, because he let the temperature fall off. And it took us a little while getting it back up to temp. The first one went really well, but the second one didn't. It would taste good, but it was a little tougher. But he nailed that first one. And here's what's funny. He bought a smoker, did that first one, and it went so well that he decided he wanted to do a bigger brisket, so he bought a bigger smoker. And maintaining the temperature in that second one didn't go that well.
I am overburdened.
I think I'm gonna go back to, I can be honest, cows just don't do it for me. We're gonna go back to chaos. Couple more tries. Didn't made a pork butt taste like bacon? In theory, that sounds really good. That's funny. It's one of them situations where you accidentally did something and now you can't recreate it. That's that would be frustrating. Oh, I smoked my merc. What the hell? Timothy, we haven't heard anything on D2 yet.
What do you need?
I'd have to look. I don't remember when the season ended, or the season started, so they usually don't have a lot of time between before they put something out. I feel like I don't know. I didn't realize that all the Diablo stuff fell under one team, like the Immortal stuff. They got different developers, but they're all headed up by the one dude. So I don't know what his actual feeling is towards Diablo 2. Because they're trying to make D4 work so hard right now. So I don't know.
I am overburdened.
Guess we'll find out. Because we're going to be coming up on this what would be considered the end of the season. We're coming up on it pretty soon. Yeah, that Rod Ferguson. He's over the entire Diablo franchise. And he's a huge Diablo 4 fanboy based off of everything he talks about. Which, I mean, he's got to be because that's the new IP, right? But I don't know. Can we do it in a Cryptic X? Not in that one, we can't. I'm gonna have to look now. When did this season start? We're doing this. CV's got high strength requirements, though. We don't want that.
Not even death can save you from me.
I am overburdened.
Frosties. Yeah, I gotta look though. I need to know the exact date. May 4th. June, July, August. So we're only at 3 months. Yeah, we're only at 3 months. Like September 4th would be the 4-month mark. Yeah, yeah, that's about right. Norm Macdonald was awesome. He was such a troll. Him being on The View was like one of the funniest episodes to ever happen to that show. And he was just pissing them off left and right. Pretty sure they never invited him back after that. Yeah, his interviews with Conan were hysterical. They played pretty well off each other though. Durials. Ethereal? No. When it was actually funny. Yeah, a long time ago. It's crazy because like all the comedy greats back in the day came through SNL. Who's the last decent comic to come out of SNL? I couldn't name one in the past 10 years. But think about who went through SNL like 10 years plus ago. Who went through SNL? It's like everybody that's known as a comic went through there. It's 2001. Yeah, that's a little while
I am
back.
overburdened.
Not even death can save you from me.
I gotta be honest. I'm so shocked it's still airing. I don't know anybody that actually watches SNL. A little bit for the next Terror Zone resets. I want to get a weapon on my barb so I can advance a little more. It's kind of slow going right now. Not again. I know, Jerry. There was times where it's like you look at their cast, it's insane. But it was kind of the same even like before then when it was like Eddie Murphy. Was it like Chevy Chase on at the same time? There was like another like Phil Hartman maybe. There was a bunch like all there together in like big clumps. It's just like ended up being like superstars. Dan Aykroyd. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I might, Jared. I might, Eric. I might need to just try and get one somewhere. Was before Eddie. Yeah, but I feel like Eddie was in a crowd of people that were actually like ended up being pretty high up there as well. Eddie, yeah, man, he was like king shit there for a while. I actually went to the movie theaters to watch like his first. What was his first stand up? Or first like big special stand up that was like actually released into the movie theaters. Actually went to the theaters to watch that. Oh, now I gotta. What was that? Delirious. Was that the first one? He did two that actually came out in the movie theaters. I think Delirious was the first one. That was 83. That was the funnier one of the two that came out. Eddie Murphy Raw, that was the second one. Bob, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Raw was the second one. That was in 87. And Delirious was the first one. And looking at the dates, I think it was actually it was Raw that I went and saw in the theaters because that was 87. I'd have been too young to see it, the first one. Yeah, yeah. by far, Jerry. Louis C.K. is freaking hilarious, man. He is funny as hell. Snipes, what's up, brother? Snipes, you getting some time off, man? Dude, I hear you. Well deserved. Richard Pryor first? I don't know if I'd put Pryor first for me. That's a tough one. Janine Garofalo. She had, dude, her early stuff was hysterical, man. She's kind of falling off the planet though. Only thing I hear out of her now is her screeching. I was trying to think of some of the other comics in that era that I was listening to as well that were pretty damn funny. Oh, what was Screamer Dude, man? He always was just made me laugh. Sam Kinison, is that it? He's up there pretty high for me. That was about the same era. He was a little later than those guys. I'm trying to think of that era of comedians who I was listening to. I listened to all those. I don't know, man. I liked Robin Williams more than those two. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's delivery style or something. I don't know. Robin Williams was up there, top three for me. That's a tough one, dude. It would be actually hard to rate those guys and actually come up with a 1, 2, 3. But it's also pretty subjective as far as like delivery style, timing, all that kind of stuff. What how you would actually rate it, because everybody, like, there's certain things about like that the style that you might find more funny than other people would, type of thing. Like, I think it was Robin Williams at the Met was like one of the funniest things I think I've ever watched. Ron White, he's still good, man. I never got like the that what was the when it was Ron White and like Larry the Cable Guy, that a lot of those guys, I mean, they were funny to me. But honestly, man, Ron White out of those four, I don't even think it was that close as far as like just the comedy to me in general. I don't even. Well, Ron White was like heads and tails above those other three. Now, Bill Engvall to me was pretty funny. I'd have put him second out of those four. That dude, he was getting sauced on stage, so I don't doubt it, man. He always had a glass with whiskey in it on stage. I don't doubt that he was pretty sauced the whole time. I saw him do an interview with who was he talking? It was pretty recent, and he's been like sober for a while, like 4 years now. I saw a pretty recent interview with him. Yeah, Eric, that's kind of Bill Engvall had some pretty funny stuff. Dude, Bill Engvall talking about getting high was one of the funniest stories.
Not even death can save you from me.
Dude, some guy, there's probably so many that I've forgotten that were like back in that time of day, or that era was just so good. Bill Hicks, that's I remember that one. Dude, he's funny as hell. Yeah, Sam Kinison was that dude was next level, man. I said war Spike again. Dennis, what's up, brother? You know, any other time if I'd have been playing just through the season, I'd have had a 5-socket base of some sort. Dennis, I only looked at the barb changes and they were really bad. I think all the other classes were in a decent spot already. I think it's going to be season 2 before we see anything changes, any changes for the barb that might make them viable. Right now they're kind of, it's whatever. The bleed stuff I don't think was that viable late game anyways. They did make a lot of the bleed effects better, stronger. But they're basically saying that here are the unique changes, like the item uniques, and that will make late game barbs better, and it's just not. I'm gonna try it next week when it goes live, just to see what it feels like. But I mean, apparently I have to get a unique before I can get through late game, make it interesting.
Thanks.
Man, these guys just won't die. I don't really want to roll another class, but yeah, maybe if I have to, if I'm gonna play D4, I might have to roll like a Necro or something. It's a barb, ain't it? Oh, what the hell? What'd I miss? Did I not hit this one? Oh, I never hit this one. Son of a bitch.
I am overburdened.
Not even death can save you from me.
Yeah. I'm about to say, man. I leveled a couple characters to 99 back in
I
the
am
day.
overburdened.
I mean, obviously, they still had build-defining uniques, though, right? Like, I leveled it. My very first 99 was an Amazon with a Bariza. But that's just it. I had a Bariza, at least, that you could build around. There's no uniques to build around. Unless somehow you find, like, one of the super uniques, super rare ones that just like impossible to get. Maybe those are build defining in D4, but like D2, even like original or classic, had like items that you could technically build around. Like I had a paladin I built around a Schaefer's hammer. I had the Bariza I built my Amazon around. I don't remember what I had on my... I think I had an Oculus for my Sork. It's Oculus and Lidless. That was my build. No, but this was before even LOD. This was before LOD. I would still disagree just because of the way they're defining how they're going to do items. It's not going to get to that state for me, personally. Because they've stated that uniques will not be build defining. They're not going to add the uniques to that point and make them to where, you know, if you find like a crazy unique, you could actually be that centerpiece of your build. They've stated that they're not going to do that. So that just in and of itself kind of makes me go, All right, so we're leaning more towards D3 at that point. D3 at least had sets you could build around, and they don't have that in the game. At least there was still some itemization in D3 that you could kind of build around. It was really limited though, because if I remember correctly, like the sets was the only way you could build and make like a meta build. So that's not good either. So then they spread out their focus around the aspects and the legendaries, and that's kind of your focus for items. The uniques are kind of a whatever if you just happen to get one. There's a couple uniques in the game for like druids, like that the helmet you were just talking about. That was like that's kind of a build defining unique in the sense, but honestly I think that's a mistake on their part. I don't think they meant it to be that way, because they made a point of saying that they don't want it to be like that. Yeah, D3 had its fan base. I mean, it was popular as far as sales. It was just, yeah, it wasn't for me either, because I want the itemization style of D2, and D3 didn't. Kind of did it a little bit, but then moved away from it. D4 definitely didn't do it so far, and I don't think they're going to. So you get the power spikes for yourself at like the tiers. So like you get the tier 3 power spike where you move to sacred items, but it's not like any particular sacred items, it's just sacred items in general. And then after tier 4 you get your ancestral spike. But once you hit that ancestral spike, the game kind of ends around 80. Like you get your ancestral items, and then like by the time you get them and you're around 80 to 100 is leveling for the sake of leveling. It's not, there's nothing to gain from that point. So it kind of falls off for me. So I don't know. I think it's just how they want to build the game. I don't know if it's going to be long-term playable for me. Yeah, well, kind of, because even in D2, there's technically not an end game, but there's the item hunt, so that's kind of the end game. You're playing D2 to see what you could find next, right? That's not in D4. There's no, I want to, I hope I find this type of thing outside of the, what do they got? 7 super uniques now? However many there are. And those are so rare that's not even a logical thing to do. Like running the tier 4, even like whatever level you decide to run. The chances of getting those are kind of crazy low. Yeah, 7. Like there's items like that in D2, right? Like Tyraels, I never found a Tyraels. Game's been out for 20 years. But there's a whole broad range of super uniques, and not even like necessarily super like the TC87s. There's some in the lower TC classes that are like crazy good to find, right? So you have the super rare items, and they're not necessarily even that great, but they're kind of cool to find if you find them. But you have that whole bracket of good, great items that are really cool to find, plus runes that are really cool to find. So that treasure hunt becomes like kind of the goal of the end game. Right, and you can find it for your alts, and you could trade it. So there's a whole economy. They'd have, well, here's the thing, Bob, and they could change I think the people in charge would have to change for them to change how they look at like at certain aspects of the game. Like the itemization aspect, like the guys in charge have chosen the direction that they want to do that. So unless those guys in charge change, I don't know if they'll change their view on the itemization type of thing. You know what I mean? Like those however many guys they got that are kind of like the upper echelon of the Diablo franchise, unless those guys either move on, I don't see them changing their mindset on the itemization. They'll change like other aspects maybe, like they're like with the damage buckets being a little convoluted. Right. Yeah, and Bob, I don't know that those guys want that to change. Not at least not right now. I mean, it could further on, but because dude, the player bases on D4 is really fallen off hard. I mean, I think it's way less than it used to be already, and we're only like 2 months in. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what they can attract the player base back to. Yeah, because they're pushing stuff off like we can't make that change till season 2. There was one that people are asking for. There's like they're talking like season 3. I think it's season 3 before they're going to put a leaderboard in for the season. I think I saw that somewhere, like season 3 before they'll actually have like the in-game ladder board. They're not even going to implement that till like a couple more seasons in. Leaderboard season 3. Yeah, and the resist stuff in season 2. That's I don't know. I don't know, Bob. I wanted it to be good, dude. I was super hoping. I don't know why I hit that. I was super hoping it would be like the game to move to. And we said it from the beginning that it would fall on like the itemization aspect. And to a lesser degree the trading. And they kind of like missed on both counts for that. At least so far. And it might be one of those where it'll be like 2 years later before it gets to the point where it would be fun to play again. So I don't know. It's definitely, you know, they're going to have to change some stuff up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They missed it on this season. This season's not good. Like even like that redheaded guy, that dark transaction, whatever it is, and he wants to be a fan of the game, and he is a fan of the game. But even he says already that it's kind of feeling stale for him. And we're only what, 2 weeks into the season? Yeah, and pedagogy. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Yeah, it did, Jeb. And I mean, I hope I mean, I like the guy. I think he's honest. He seems really genuine. I mean, I think he's a good guy. And I hope it doesn't fall off for him just because Diablo shits the bed. That would kind of suck. Yeah, exactly.
I can't carry anymore.
Come on, Jerry. You had a little bit of fun in the beta. You had a little bit of fun. It didn't last long, but you had a little bit.
I can't carry anymore.
I mean, it's just going to be one of them games we'll have to revisit and see, you know, see how it plays out. Like it, I mean, I don't. To me, honestly, this season's pretty done. They killed the momentum of it with that atrocious initial patch. And they know it. I mean, they realize that they screwed up royally with that first patch. But, I mean, it so killed the momentum of the game.
I can't carry anymore.
I mean, I've got my playtime out of it. I mean, I don't think I wasted my money. Because I got, you know, a couple of 100 hours of playtime out of it. So, you know, overall for the cost of the game, you know, 50 cent an hour entertainment is pretty worthwhile. But how much entertainment do you think we got out of our investment into Diablo 2? Pennies, fractions of penny on the hour. It's crazy. I mean, I enjoyed the campaign, which was 50 levels. I enjoyed the grind. 100 was boring. Up to about 70-ish, it was pretty fun. The grind to 100 was boring. And Bob, you hit that as well. I know you thought that grind to 100 was boring. Like 80 to 100 was just, but I wanted to hit 100, so I did it. But the grind was boring. I wouldn't do it to do 100. I would get to 100 if there was another aspect to the game that kept me playing to 100. You know what I mean? Like the gear grind type of thing. The treasure hunt. If there was a treasure hunt and I just hit 100 because I was just playing that character, yeah, that's different, right? Right, like, yeah, being able to get like a legitimate chance at getting the super unique to drop, maybe. Yeah, Jerry, that's just true in so many aspects. But there's still a lot of, look how many games are running. There's still people, a decent amount of people in ladder. But I mean, the fact that you just don't, well, you don't have it here. What happened? Why is it not showing? Is this busted? You can switch seasons. Is this broken? That's funny. The leaderboard in D2's busted. Yeah, the Lilith drop's kind of crazy, right? That's so hard to kill her, and then you only get 2 items, 2 legendaries. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's not loading for me. Oh, wait. Refreshed when selecting the tab. Not for me. Okay, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, if it's working for you, then yeah, it's just. Oh wait, yeah, my lobby's empty too. That's weird. There's a lot of games here. Let's go back in. Yeah, something's going on with my connection. No, it didn't. I've been banned. I'm shadow banned. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, because that's not doing that. Hold on. Let's go all the way out. Oh, there's the problem. Game crashed. Yeah, I remember that. It's because they were pulling D2 servers and repurposing them for D4. I'm still not getting it. I'm still not getting it. I've been shadow banned. Oh, there it goes. There it went. That's funny. Look how many of these, I think they fixed like the spam, like the trade. Well, I don't even have a trade chat. Okay, but there's no trade spam. But now it's games. Like here's one, and they just put like a little. They put a little description, and that's their sales pitch right there. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Look at it. There's so many. There's one. Oh, well, there it goes. There's so many. Goal for 8 hells. Oh, he must be re-rolling stuff. You still playing Bone Spear, Dennis? Yeah, because they kind of went. Apparently blood is kind of the direction a lot of people are going. Go do some duels. All these are trade game or like advertisements. Look at 1, 2, 3. There's so many. There's a different one. Let's join it. Let's see if they say anything. What level is this guy? 68. I'm assuming this guy's just holding it. Snipes, I did check the mule. There were some keys there. Yeah, there was some keys there. More than a set. There was more than a set of keys. I guess he's AFK, man. He could have made some money just now. Come on, man. What did I do with all those? Did we have extra torches? I guess not. I guess we gave them all away or threw them on the ground or something. Joe, what's up, buddy? You got a Shaco? I don't think a blizzard sork is made for dueling, but we could see. Ladder duels, one person. I couldn't even imagine trying to hit somebody with a blizzard in duels. Maybe. Negatory, negatory. No dueling going on. It refreshes on when you switch. I think if you're on, hold on, let's, I bet if you went on like non-ladder, yeah, there's more on non-ladder. GM duels only? I don't know what that means. GM, I don't know what that is. What's GM? There's two of them, say it. GM PK dueling, GM duels only. I don't know what that means. Good manners. So that'd be like no grief. Alright. See how far we can get. I think I'm going to rock an Act 5 Merc with this dude.
Hello.
Should we resurrect my Act 3 Merc? I got an Act 3 Merc. Lightning. Let's get some potions. I guess if I kind of stood close to him, he wouldn't venture. He wouldn't try and run to me constantly. I don't even think I have any gear on him. Hold on, what I got on him? I put a rhyme shield, a peasant, and a hat. See, if I get too far from him, he spends all his time running. I need to put a griffin on him. I don't think an enchant mark wouldn't do anything for me, right? Don't feel like he's doing any damage. Oh, they're lightning immune anyways.
I can't carry anymore.
Drew, what's up, buddy? I don't think so. No, it's not. I mean, the damage isn't bad. Again, I think I'm getting gated a little bit by the item. And not being able to increase the leap cooldown or decrease the cooldown kind of sucks. It's kind of like foe. Need to back up a little bit. Come back here, dude. See, he's getting smoked. No, he's still... No, he died. I think Rakanishu killed him. I mean, the damage is not, like, horrible. Well, I found a Nagel. Yeah, that would actually be kind of nice. I guess... Could we technically work that in?
I am overburdened.
I'm thinking the Act 5 Merc is going to be more the play. The hit on the leap is kind of wonky. And I do feel pretty squishy right now. Shouldn't leap right in the middle of them so you can't run out. That doesn't help. Not the smartest play. Get away from my body. God almighty. Stop jumping in the middle. Because I think the crushing blow from Bone Snap applies to the leap, which is pretty nice. But you want to be able to survive that. Like if you get into the middle of a pack like that, you want to be able to survive that. Because when you land, you take so much damage. Because they're smacking you around. Yeah, if there was some sort of stun effect, that'd be kind of cool. I actually don't know. I haven't actually... I don't know that I've even ever used Grimward.
I am overburdened.
See you, Dennis. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I pulled that Merc out. He doesn't have any gear right now. It looks like he puts out a lot of damage, but with no gear, he's not really hitting that hard. Because, I mean, he's casting like crazy. There's charge bolts and lightning flying everywhere. I think with the weapons upgrade, this become when I'm landing, I'm just not putting out a ton of damage right now. I think we get that obedience built. I think we'll move through the content pretty easy. This mana burn's rough. So like it's I don't have any mana after getting hit once with these mana burn mobs. See, a lot of times it feels like it's not hitting. About to level though. I don't even know what I'm doing. I need to find the damn passageway. If nothing else, he runs fast. Where's the underground? Alright. Get this level. Yeah, Eric. I would say so. It should be an auto hit. It definitely shouldn't be AR based with the cast delay. No. Wow, no health. Let's get some potions.
Yes?
Maybe we'll get that level up here. There it is. Got a level. I mean, I feel like this can be viable once we get a little bit of gear. It's felt pretty good all the way up until this point. I'm not sure where to put my points though. I guess my plan is to hork at some point. I guess probably because this is maxed. These are the only two synergies for leap. I put up to 10 here just because I'm using Bone Snap right now, but I got 10 on battle orders. I could go here. I'm only 58, right? 58. We get Israel's 2 and a book, 3 more points for free. Yeah, we'll start putting points there.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
You know what? We should do this. We'll do this. I mean, see, it's not horrible. Or right now, even with like kind of the low damage right now. You mean like leap, hit war cry? Like as soon as I land type of thing? I mean, that might work. I might have to play around with that.
I can't carry anymore.
I mean, we're not getting completely wrecked by the boss packs. We're doing okay. Much XP already. Just leveled. Whoa, buddy. There's so many boss packs right there. It's kind of crazy. Close. I thought there was something else down here to look at. No, maybe not. Okay, so how would that work? We can do... So let's say we put... Where's War-Cry? Didn't I have a point in War-Cry? Oh wait, that's the last one. No? That's Battle Command. Where's War... I thought I had a point in War-Cry. How? Yeah, maybe not. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's down here. Okay, so maybe go here. Okay. Cause I got points. I'll have points. Cause like my damage is already maxed. Like if I'm gonna use leap as my main damage attack, it and synergies are already maxed out. So at that point, I'm just looking at stuff to like help out with my damage. At least with barbs, you always run fast. No, I don't want to play with them. He's just going to slow me down. Well, now I got a Raven Frost, though. Oh, it's R. It's not going to matter. That wasn't too bad, though. I forgot I equipped Raven Frost, so just regular cold damage is not going to slow me down. The A-bombs are going to hit me pretty hard, though. Yeah, I'm going to grind for a base, or I might just look on JSP. I didn't spend all my form gold from trading that one item, so might as well try and find a base, right? I don't think a war pike's going to be that expensive, a 5-socket one. No, only because I'm eventually going to go to, maybe for leveling, but like my end goal is to be a Horker, so I'm going to need to like not have any of the cold damage. You know, actually I have some gores. I should probably wear gores for leveling. I don't need the magic vine right now. Get a little extra crush and blow. Nice. Actually, I did pretty. I mean, I don't even remember what I found that I traded. I think it was that.
I can't.
Oh wait, I think I traded a light skiller with life on it. I had like a 38 or 39 life skiller or light skiller, and I traded that and right before Diablo 4 dropped, and was able to actually equip out my paladin, but I had a bunch of form gold left over. See, these guys gonna hit me hard. It was Lance, right? For the exceptional one.
This tree is one of a kind.
You talking about that? That adds 15 to 25? I think that's actually a lot. That flat damage always was like multiplicative, I think, as far as how much it adds to your total damage versus like ED. But if I switch to gores, I'll have more crushing blow, which is kind of nice. Belt's kind of garbage. Dungo's here. I might just check my paladin, see if there's any gear I could pull over, because I'm not going to be running any Ubers for a little bit, and I can switch gear if need be. Might help with the leveling on this guy though. What's it doing?
Ah, very good.
Dead and lifeless.
Help!
See, like right now,
Record
there's just
King,
this
you've
many
got to
mobs,
get out of
I'm
here.
just not comfortable diving in the middle of. I think I just had a little more damage, I'd jump right, because you probably kill half with the first jump, right?
I am overburdened.
There we go. I got some garbage large
I am
charms.
overburdened. I am overburdened.
So yeah, we'll try it. I mean, it's not, I already have like another respec, and I have 2 respecs now. I used my first one just to get rid of, I had points in like double swing and stuff. So we got rid of all that.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Really, the thing that makes this build feel not that great is just because of the. I feel like leap damage is so random. It just doesn't feel consistent. Nah. Let's go see what the paladin has. I got some dungos. We could use those. Trench for armor. The belt, the dungos would be nice. And I could switch these gores for another little bit of crush and blow. Let's do this. Save my full rejuves. Rest of these don't matter. Do that. Take my dungos. Switch those over. I might put that on an Act 5 Merc. And pair him with Act 5 Merc with like a Grief. I could I could up this Head Striker and put both of those on a Act 5 Merc. In fact, I could put the Tretch. Well, I might try Hustle. That would be kind of funny to play on an Act 5 Merc. Alright, let's try this first. So I'm 59. I think when you buy a Merc, it's like the Merc is 1 level lower than you. You can't buy equivalent level, right?
Good day.
Yeah, 58. You can't buy. So if I get a 60, I get to 60, I could get a Frenzy Merc and put that stuff on him, and he'll be 59 and he'll be able to equip Grief. So we could do Oh, 63 for Dungos. We could put the gores on. Alright, we can at least do that. A little more crush and blow. String is like 30 something.
I can't carry anymore.
I knew I was playing with fire there. Champ pack and a boss pack. We're gonna fight it though. I just need a buff. Oh, you mean on the on this guy, just dual wielding? Yeah, I'm kind of wanting to go the slow one-hander route. Take the life. See, like that hit before the one I killed him right there, it didn't register any damage.
I am overburdened.
And I think it'd be kind of fun to pair it with the Frenzy Merc. I've always liked using them when I can, just because they're just so fun to play. In fact, if I could get that level, I'm gonna switch and grab that Merc. I just need to get to 60. No. Conviction R. There's no LA damage there, but
I can't carry anymore.
I should go get him though. It's like that boss pack is like the highest XP. Come on. Get out of the trees. I'm gonna die. I can feel it. one. Got another. Last one. There we go. A lot of stuff on it. Towel mask. What should I put on? Maybe a G face for my Act 5 merc until I could get another Ariats. Might work.
I am overburdened.
Oops. Don't need that. Oh, an umbroon. That's nice. Yeah, technically, I should be horking these, at least the boss packs. Do I have it on find item on hotkey? I do. A fire potion. Alright, we'll do that. Forgot the whole goal of making a barb. It's like a hork stuff.
I can't carry anymore.
Wow, poison bad. I gotta find the waypoint. Not gonna worry about counters right now. Alright, champ pack. Wow, that's way too much stuff.
I need mana.
I didn't realize the poison was taking me down that much. I gotta run so far. Oh wait, where am I going? Get away from my body. Oh look, mana burn.
I need mana.
Come on. What's mana burning me? It's the skellies. There we go. Alright, now we'll try and hork.
I can't carry anymore.
Get off me. I should have put that bab on switch. Forgot I had that.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Alright, waypoint. Look, another mana burn. Jesus.
Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore.
Ah, waypoint. One more. Well, we got 2 bubbles.
I am overburdened.
Just kill stuff here until get the level.
am overburdened.
There's a boss in here somewhere. Oh, I didn't get me. Oh, there he went. Nice. What? I was full health. I don't know what just happened there. Yeah, I've seen some of those. I don't know how I died. I literally got one shot.
I am overburdened.
I wasn't amped. Conviction was applying, but I mean, conviction doesn't apply to physical. And I wasn't poisoned. That's what it was. That's why it was so weird, right? There was no elemental being done. I got killed by the brute, which is just a physical hit. So I don't know what. I don't know what caused that. That was really weird. Because, I mean, I was full health. It went from 100 to 0, like, instant. Alright, the run to the waypoint should get me leveled. Wow. Hit, please. Alright, this is bad. We got a multi-shot boss. Champ archers. Let's get full health. And champ quill rats. I thought I saw champ quill rats. Maybe not. Maybe it's just this dude. Oh, he's immune to physical. Cool. I gotta kill his mobs, and then I got berserk, so I can kill it. Just gotta kill the stuff that's be shooting me. Let's get health up. There we go. Let's do this. Oops, I didn't do anything. Pork.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, then we'll get waypoint and then get my frenzy barb. No, no, no. We're not even playing with that. I mean, no, I got, I got to the point where I was wrecking the butcher. No big deal. But yeah, those first couple of times when you're not ready for them, man, it's some bad news. All right, so let's leave here. We'll go to Nightmare. Oh, wait. To unlock the Frenzy Merc, don't you have to finish the prisoner quest? I might.
Hello.
And I don't remember if this guy's got anything worth keeping. Not necessarily, but I'll take it just in case. Dude, I would be horrified playing hardcore with the butcher. It's got to be in the millions.
Good day.
Alright, let's go.
I am the destruct. What is it?
Yeah, see? I can't hire anything. I think I gotta free the prisoners. Which is fine. This guy can run, so it's not that big a deal. It's just it's always such a pain in the ass to find the prisoners. Dude can jump really far though. There's one.
Let us out! Help us!
Let us out.
I can't.
It's got to be the biggest zone in the game.
Impossible.
So noxious. One more. Can I pass it this way? I don't think so. I think it's to the left. Yeah.
I can't.
It's not quite like teleporting. Yeah, Tomac, I've already decided that. There we go, last one. There we go.
Follow me.
If
My gloves broke.
The
Alright, so now we do this. Oh wait, dude had a rhyme shield. We'll take that off of him just in case.
Thank you for rescue.
Don't care.
Afternoon.
59 Frenzy Merc. I don't think I like his name. Damien. We'll take Wolf. I like Wolf better. Alright, Wolf. Let's see, what can we slap on you? I guess we need to get that stuff off of my Paladin. Damien was actually... Oh, what was the movie? Yeah, what was the movie? You guys know what I'm talking about. Damien was the child with the mark of the beast. Omen. Yeah, the Omen. Oh my god. That, honestly, when I first saw that, like I was a lot younger, that was a creepy ass movie. That movie was actually creepy. Yeah, no, the first one. The first one, dude. The first movie was pretty terrifying. Gotta be honest. Alright, so we're going to take the Grief. We'll use the G face. I think he could use that. Yep, 34. 59 on the grief. I don't know if he's going to have enough dex to equip it, though. We'll see. We'll take the Tretch. And we'll take... Oh, no. We're not going to use Tretch. We're going to use Hustle. We'll take that off the... Oh, wait. What did I do with it? Did I take that off already? I had a Hustle on this Merc. Did I move it? I didn't lose that, did I? Dang it. Are we going to have to use the Treachery? I thought I had a Hustle made. I don't think I did. Maybe? Maybe it's on my Barbarian already. Maybe I moved it there. Let's find out. Yes, good call.
I'll put that to good use.
Put that there. Let's see if he could even put grief on. I don't know if he can.
I can't use that yet.
Yeah, he's missing dex. He's missing dex.
I can't. I can't carry anymore.
Dang it. That adds strength. I don't know if I have anything that adds enough dex. That added 10. Tretch adds dex, right? Dex, right? I might be able to go... Where's he at now? He's got plus 10 with that. So he's at 102. And we need to get to... 136. Wow. He's going to have 34 dex. No, I made this one. Yeah, I actually tried to Act 3 Mark. I couldn't get... How much dex do I have on that? Oh, shut up. Alright, let's see. Oh, for some reason I thought Tretch added dex. I guess not. So what can I use as a one-hander until then? I guess I could just put a random... I guess I could put the bloodletter on him for now. It's unfortunate. Is there? Is there one that adds? Hold on. I don't think it'd be enough either way. We might just have to put a... Alright, let's see. Only 10. Even with 3, I'd only get 30. And I'd lose 10 from switching out the hustle. So yeah, there's no way to get there. Yeah, I won't use a grief right out of the gate. We'll just throw on the
I'll put
this.
that to good use.
And we'll just throw on the bloodletter. That's fine.
I'll put that to good use.
And then we'll put on the G face.
I'll put that to good use.
Alright, let's go Black Marsh. We'll buff him. Let's see what he does. Go hit stuff. These mercs are so fun to me. That wasn't in T 2.4 that they changed this merc, was it? When did they add the changes to this merc?
I am overburdened.
He's putting work in. Look at him. He's not doing a ton of damage. He's hitting a lot though. Oh, he's about to get smoked right there. Oh, I hit it! He got surrounded. His damage output isn't that great. Wait, what was that thing doing?
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, you're right, Eric. Yeah. I remember that, because, yeah, you could just put the one weapon on him, and it would just double up whatever's in main hand. Alright, we gotta go back and get him.
Yes?
Let's get Wolf. Wolf. Where you going, dude? They can't run. They can't run away. There's no running away. Not from this dude. God, if he had that grief on right now, he'd be one-shotting everything. It's so funny.
Not enough mana. I am overburdened.
Alright, before I do this.
Stench of poison.
So right now, he's got the head striker, which can be upgraded. He's level 39, so I think I can up that, and he'd still be able to equip it. This would be a conquest sword. Let's see. Level requirement for upgraded. What is it? Head striker. What the? Why is that so slow? Okay, why is that not common information? Of course, it's not even ethereal. I don't even know it's worth messing around with. We're going to leave it.
Hello.
Of course we have ghosts right out of the gate. Why wouldn't we have ghosts? Let's just run past that. Get out of the way. Ooh, there he goes. He got a level. So that that puts him at he's only going to get one dex, one dex per level. So I'm gonna have to find some gear with dex on it. Whoa, get out of there. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm starting to wonder if I'll be able to even do Countess. So, what can we get with dex on? Gear. Just have to do it slow. Crown of Thieves I might actually have. Crown of Thieves has 25 decks. That gets us a lot closer. It's got Leech on it too. This might actually better. This is probably better than G-Face.
I'll put that to good use.
That puts us at one. Ooh, I think that's high enough.
I can't.
136. Oh yeah.
I'll put that to good use.
Good call on the Crown of Thieves. Nice. See you some guy. Have a good one, buddy. Alright, so now I think he's about to get kind of ridiculous damage-wise. Let's see. Let's see now. I should be one-shotting. Yeah, still kind of slow. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. I was expecting him to like just one-shot those mobs, to be perfectly honest. I just need him to tank him while I hit him with Berserk.
Thanks.
Crown of Thieves is just a better helmet anyways. Even with the crushing blow from G-Face, I think Crown of Thieves is just overall a little better.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't think the Hustle's doing he frenzies so fast. I don't think Hustle's really helping him a whole lot.
I can't carry
I
anymore.
think the better play would be like a Fortitude or a Tretch for survivability right now. Wow, glitchy. He killed that boss pretty quick.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I don't think the Hustle is going to help this guy out a whole lot. Is that what you're thinking, Eric? I mean, I got the stuff to get those. That might be the play. Let's see what he does these champ packs. Yeah, he's just missing a lot.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, Fuzzy, we still rolling. We're probably gonna call it here in a minute. We just was refactoring some stuff. Got a Act 5 Merc on my with my leaper.
I am overburdened.
You still in the hospital, Fuzzy? Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. That's another change that I always wish they'd have done that they have in like the modded games was all armor weapon slots on the mercs. I think that would be fun to trick out the mercs with like all the pieces, right? What y'all doing? Come on. Not like some good
Thanks.
it's good mana burn there. That's great. That's always great. Let's let him put the work in.
I can't.
He's putting in some work. I think if yeah, I think it's just the fact that he's missing a lot right now. I love that Merc. Oh, that's still funny. All right, so I think that's the play. We go Tretch on the Merc. His resistor kind of low. Tretch would be nice. And then yeah, I'll get a Fortitude for myself, and I think I'll be pretty set. Cause what am I? I'm still rocking just Scolders right now, which is kind of whatever. That's probably the play.
Your rewards are well earned. To us, the tower was nothing more than a headstone looming over a long...
Yeah, Eric, there's a ton of stuff, man. Maybe they'll throw us a bone in a couple weeks, because we're about a full month from end of season. So they would, if they were going to do anything, they wouldn't announce it for at least 2 or 3 more weeks. But we'll see. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off and get some food. I'll be on Friday. Hopefully, I'll get this guy to where we could try and do some trap farming with Leap. If I could get his damage up, see how that plays out. Be interesting to see. But yeah, I'll be on Friday, and we'll see where this guy stands at that point. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.